All right. Love is love. It seems like you see this phrase everywhere today. T-shirts, hats, bumper stickers. You can even order Christmas ornaments with this phrase. But what do people mean by it? And is it a phrase that Christians should be using? Let's get some background, then look at the Bible and see what conclusion we come to. By the way, every devotional is also out on my blog if you want to follow along with what I'm saying or with these verses, or if you want to look at it later or share it with somebody. All right. First, present day context. The phrase love is used by people who want to promote that a romantic and erotic relationship between any two people is acceptable, regardless of any other factors. So regardless of religion, race, gender, age, ability. Now that we know why the phrase is being promoted so widely, does it make sense biblically? Or in other words, will it Bible? Let's concentrate on the New Testament, a large portion of which was written in Greek. There are 4 Greek words that can be translated into love in the English language, because the English language doesn't have separate words for these concepts. And I've borrowed a lot of this from gotquestions.org. Just put that up front there. Eros is the love that is physical attraction, from which we get the word erotic. The website gotquestions.org says the word eros was so worn out in Greek culture that it isn't even used once in the New Testament. While the Bible celebrates this type of love in marital relationships, it also lists many types of sexual sin. Storge, if I'm saying it right, is the type of love shown by a parent for a child. You may expect that the Bible tells you that God loves you as a parent loves a child. We hear this all the time. But the word storge also does not appear anywhere in the New Testament. Even this form of love is not good enough to describe God's love. Philia or philia, the warm affection shared between friends, is the third type of love. Jesus said philia would be an identifier of his followers. Hi, Mr. Twix, how are you? We're doing a brief devotional. You can vote on Will It Bible, Love is Love. Get that vote in real quick. So Jesus said philia would be an identifier of his followers. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another. And that is John 13:35. There you go. This is the root for words like philosophy, love of wisdom, and philatelist, a person who loves stamps. This love is also not good enough to describe God's love for us. You can if you can love stamps, yeah. Agape is the fourth and final kind of love. Perfect, unconditional, and self-sacrificing love. It's this word for love that is used in Romans 5:8. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. This is also the love that Jesus commands his disciples to show toward their enemies in Luke 6:35. He says, "But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, because he is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked." We got a little extra dog moo there. Now, these are just 4 variations of love identified by the Greek and given different words. Obviously, our love is varied in many, many ways. But you might want to discount all of the above because we don't speak the Greek language. So technically for English speakers, they're all the same word. So they're all the same thing. Well, the same word maybe, but not the same thing. Clearly, I don't want my husband to have only the love Clearly, I don't want my husband to have only the love of warm affection for me. The fond love I have for a pizza or a cheesecake is nowhere near the parental love I demonstrate when caring for my children. But even my parental love, while it strives to be unconditional and self-sacrificing, falls way short of the love that God has for us. So even though the English language has only one word for love, our culture certainly recognizes that love comes in many different forms. So, what do you think? What did our Bible verses show today? Is love biblical? Will it Bible? Yes or no? Did you get your predictions in? All right, I'm going to do the reveal. Fail. Love is love, not biblical. No matter what way you take it in, there are different forms of love. We all know that we don't love stamps in the same way we love our spouse or our children or our friends. And we also know that God doesn't love us the way that we love stamps. So, you guys, how do I wrap this thing up? I forget. I think I do / predict again. You missed the prediction? That's okay. I'm trying to end it. There we go. End submissions. I have to type it in all over again. Choose the outcome. No. Complete the prediction. All right. You guys will get your points that you won. In 3, 2, 1. There you go. Alice says 50 different words for love in Arabic. That's amazing. That would be a lot to keep track of. But I believe it. I mean, I love a flower, but I don't want to eat it. I love pizza, but I do want to eat that. Not so much look at it. There's all different kinds of love.